Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel outside the target demographic. Today we're going to be making these a little bigger. Let's get started. 2020 Subaru Outback. Recently took it on a trip. 31.8 miles per gallon and dead quiet as it did it. It's a CVT, not the biggest fan. There's really no grunt, there's no soul, there's no power to it until you switch into manual mode. Then you use these little paddle shifters. We have the positive, so up here and down there, and they are there. They rotate with your wheel, which is nice, but they're quite small, so unless your hands are exactly at 3 and 9 o'clock, you're really likely to miss your shifts, which is a bit of a problem for me. So luckily Amazon has the solution, and that is little extenders. I'm going to attempt to put these on. They give you a few odds and ends. We have a 1 try double-sided tape, so hopefully that works the first try, and then 2 rubbing alcohol adhesion or cleaners anyways. So we're going to confirm the negative is on the negative, which is nice, and then I'm going to take this out of the package and make sure that it mechanically fits over there, although so far you can see they are engineered correctly, and they're going to look something like that, which is very nice. So let's go ahead, get that out of the bag and see what it looks like. All right, so out of the bag. Yeah, you have a little bit of wobble. They engineered it a little too big, which is the preference because the adhesive is going to be what holds it in place. But confirm before trying to apply that the things are the correct size and fitment. I say that because the packaging said a Forester. This is an Outback. For what difference that does or doesn't make, but it looks like that's going to fit quite well. Now, feeling the back of it is essentially smooth. So I'm just going to try and clean that up with the rubbing alcohol pad. I think I'm going to stick the sticker on the back of this first, and then try and crush it into place with the second sticking being on the metal versus putting it on here first and then that. The idea there is getting it to fit on this is going to be a tighter tolerance. Bothers me. Tighter tolerance than getting it to fit in this, which we've already determined is a larger fitment. And I'd rather have the better surface adhesion on the plastic than on the larger and probably more sticky metal end. So let's see what that looks like. So we are fitting the first one, and it does turn out to be much easier to put the adhesive on the blue aluminum paddle first and then squeeze it into place, so whichever way you determine. Basically trying to crush it in place for a minute now, give it its best adhesion. The double-sided tape is more of a sticky foam, so it almost seems like it would, like Play-Doh, form into a mold and stick a little bit better. Almost more like suction cuppy than raw adhesive. You can see it clicks pretty easy, and we now have all the way from here to here, substantially, I mean, we're talking 5 inches more area to do those shifts. Even at the tippy tip, you're kind of fighting. It wants to pivot this way instead of rocking, but it does actually work almost all the way up. So instead of it being exactly here, well, exactly here to here, instead of it being 2.5 inches wide, it's now substantially longer. And again, we can see that by looking at this. So the recess in the center is the original paddle size. We're making it twice as big, and it's much easier to see it and be reminded that it's there. Honestly, I feel like most people drive, 1 and 11 kind of thing, 3 and 9. So it kind of makes sense. I don't like how close it is to the already obscured dashboard, but it is a reminder that those are there, that you can paddle shift, that you do have a manual mode, and maybe that'll make it where I'm more likely to use it. The wife probably won't care about it, but even driving down here, you can easily hit it versus here. I mean, you'd have to reach up a good ways to get to it, and it doesn't even go below this originally. It's probably more in line with the bottom of that button. So much larger. Let's go ahead and fit the other one into place. For those of you who are curious, this is the double-sided. It's almost like a shoe goo kind of adhesive more than just a sticker, but it is a thin but relatively thick foam, and it is going to absorb vibrations a little better and give you a much better surface area stick. So we go from this to this. Nice. I believe on Amazon, they had a couple different colors. We went with blue. Blue has a meaning to my wife and also matches the emblem fairly well. And you can see it's aluminum, almost anodized, we'll call it. So this one appears brighter and that one appears darker. It's largely just the lighting. So it's going to give you a bit of a different chromatic effect depending on the lighting conditions of your driving. But it does blend in well enough. The red would also blend in with some of the indicators. Oh, yeah, your check engine light on your Subaru. So buy as you would like. To me, the blue is going to reflect less than the silver would have, although there is already some silver accent. So however you would like to coordinate that, but we also have red and blue in the steering wheel, and the blue ties in pretty nicely there. So much substantially larger area for you to be able to get those paddle shifts more accurately, more precisely, more often, and didn't even break the bank to do it. So this is outside the target demographic. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Any questions, comments, concerns you have, leave them in the comments section down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.